Well, those two types of conservatism both have deep, deep roots in American history. The libertarian view, which is that government should be limited as possible so as not to interfere with personal action, personal choice. The government that governs best governs least. That goes back to Jefferson. That liberty is the right to choose, and government should restrict. Now, of course, you can have a red light on a street corner, and that's not a violation of your liberty, because otherwise there'd be total chaos and traffic and deaths, etc. But in almost all areas of economic life, personal life, etc., the libertarians believe the government should stay out of the way of personal choice. The more morally, or the so-called Christian conservatives, instead of liberty being the right to choose, they say liberty is choosing the right. That is to say that there is a moral dimension to freedom, and that people who choose to sin are not really free. So the government should not simply allow you to do whatever you want to do. It should impose a moral standard on people to encourage or force them to make the proper choice. Now, again, this goes all the way back to Puritan New England. John Winthrop had distinguished between what he called natural liberty, that is doing whatever you feel like, and moral liberty, choosing to act in a moral manner. So the Christian conservatives are not libertarians at all. They think the government should enforce a moral standard. Many libertarians, for example, support the right of abortion because they think it's an individual choice. Most of the moral Christian conservatives oppose the right of abortion and believe that is not a choice a person should be allowed to make. And you can see that in many other public issues of the time about, should religious values underpin legislation. Those two types of conservatism have cooperated on most cases. They both supported the election of President Reagan and many others. On the other hand, they have clashed a number of times also when the question of individual choice or moral imposition meet head to head. For example, Barry Goldwater, who was the standard bearer of conservatives in 1964, later was strongly defending the rights of homosexuals. He said, look, that's a choice. I believe in limited government. It's not the government's right to tell people what personal behavior they ought to engage in, whereas most of the more morally oriented conservatives are bitterly opposed to homosexual behavior and believe the government should do everything it can to discourage or even outlaw it.